How do you see the future of banking changing?
I think banking is going to become less about product innovation and more about innovation on the client experience. Frankly, banking's got to get back to a place where the focus of the banking experience is utility for the customer rather than profit and benefit for the bank, and that's what we're focused on at Movenbank.
Fantastic. So for a digital marketing executive involved in banking, what do you see as the top 3 decisions that they need to be focused on now in such a chaotic environment moving forward?
Yep, I would think it's a time to really kind of fundamentally consider the marketing questions within banking. So to me, I take it all back to its real essence is who's my customer, what is the value I'm providing them, and how do I best represent and talk about that value within the marketplace? And if I think we take an honest look at those 3 questions, frankly, there's going to be a lot of reconsideration of what the banking experience is and the utility it provides to consumers, and what consumers really we should be talking to.
Fantastic. And what do you see as the top 3 things that they should not be doing?
Definitely not focusing on sort of the tried and true methods. So if we're continuing to press marketing and advertising dollars in sorts of big brand messages, buying up stadium bulletin boards, calling people during dinner, sending mail that they don't read, or you know, all the kind of tried and true methods of direct marketing that banks typically pursue, I would invest no time and energy and dollars in those channels, because essentially you've reached a point of diminishing returns, and probably worse than that, turning off customers by those methods.
Fantastic. So in the next 2 to 3 years, where do you really see digital spend going in these channels? Where do you see investment going in these channels?
Yep, I think essentially I think banking is a digital offer. So it surprises me that we're in a space within the banking industry that a product which is in its essence entirely virtual is so dependent upon physical marketing and distribution. To me, that's a bad problem. That's an unsolvable problem unless really the whole industry proactively and aggressively adopts a whole digital experience.
Fantastic. A lot of cross-sell opportunities are opened up in branches. Now that everything's shifting to digital and less people are going into branches, how do you see that cross-selling opportunity being made up for through digital?
Yeah, I think it all comes down to how do you get to know customers. So right now the problem with the banking industry is that the only way that customer engagement, we know how to engage customers, is via branches. So that's how relationships are initiated, and it's really how relationships are extended. The digital channels were never seen kind of historically to be relationship-oriented channels. You have to talk to a person or a branch for that. So I think what we need to redefine is what a relationship is and how do we develop one in a completely digital world. And I think that Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter have all proven that you can have significant relationships with people in completely digital environments. So the rest of the world is learning how to do this, but the banks are still very much stuck in the old ways, paper, pen, and in-person meetings, to be able to develop those relationships. So to me, the key to this is adopting the social world and realizing that that's a community, and it's kind of defining the new type of community relationship within this next era of banking.
Fantastic. And sorry, final question. In terms of net finance and what you've seen of the agenda and people who are going to go, what are you excited about the conference, and why does it stick out to you?
Yeah, I think it's a lot of innovators that are kind of operating at very high levels and really pushing the envelopes within their organizations. The organization's representatives seem to be some of the most influential ones within sort of financial services within North America and beyond. And a lot of top thinkers there, so I think it should be a great set of conversations.
Fantastic.